We do not have any other hands up.
Thank you. Then can I have a motion to approve the agenda tonight?
Excuse me, Bill, I'd like to respond to your comments.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Right. You know, on February 9th, 2022, I received a request to stand in solidarity with someone deeply connected to this community during an upcoming segment on connections with Evan Dawson. And that segment was on Black American and Palestinian solidarity. I said yes without hesitation, as I have done in many instances when constituents have approached me to be an allyship, including on December 30th, 2019, when a constituent wrote me to be part of a non-denominational group to learn more about microaggressions towards Jewish people that often lead to more overt hate crimes. And on July 24th, 2018, when a constituent wrote me to show up in support of a teen who was experiencing racial harassment. As a concerned elected official and a human rights activist, I think it is critically important to show up with intention and compassion, especially when asked. And it has been a hallmark of my tenure in office. That's why it's unfathomable to me that the attacks against my characters and lies being disseminated about me and what I have done and said have continued virtually unabated for 9 months. And you have said nothing, Bill, and my colleagues on this town board have said nothing. And at this point, I can only assume that the willful spread of lies is not only meant to delegitimize me, but to inflict emotional and physical harm on me, my family, and friends. And surely I've already been subjected to specific incredible threats from people in this community. And I keep reflecting about how this is unfolded, and I'm truly floored by the way that people have made this about themselves while dismissing Palestinian human rights. Literally everyone who has had an issue or is angry is because they want to center their own feelings and experiences and not the issue of Palestinian human rights in solidarity with those who are seeking redress in that area. And the notion that standing up for Palestinian human rights is taking sides or divisive or tantamount to vilifying Israel or it just demonstrates how people pervert the pursuit of human rights into some type of zero-sum game that pits us all against one another. And you, Supervisor Maley, had fallen into that pattern. And it just bears repeating that instead of focusing on the plight of those seeking human rights, those who are opposed or merely seeking to uphold the unjust status quo will instead seek to critique and police the language of the oppressed and those who stand in solidarity with oppressed groups. And I just encourage everyone to listen to the show for themselves. I don't think that you listen to the show as many times as you said, because you have lied about what was said on that show, Supervisor Maley. I spoke about the importance of uplifting marginalized voices through the idea board. I spoke of the importance of viewing town policy through the lens of inclusion and equity so as not to exclude any group from full participation in our town government and the services it offers. And I spoke about the history of the Black liberation movement and its connection to the global struggle against oppression, because it is Black History Month. And your words recognizing Black History Month ring utterly hollow in light of your actions tonight. None of my language vilified any group, but rather the theme was solidarity and the importance of uplifting all voices and ensuring that we don't erase anyone's experience or truth, as you, Supervisor Maley, are trying to do tonight.
Now we'll go on to the approval of the agenda. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second, Christine.